Welcome to an instructional video from Health Professions Education Solutions. In this video, we're going to go over how to import events into Clinical Advantage. You don't want to go in and just add it one at a time to your calendar. If you've got a lot of events that you know are going to occur, or regular events that will occur throughout your semester, and you want to add them to Clinical Advantage, the easiest way is to import. You see this button down here on the bottom. That is the button that allows you to import events, students, or faculty. In this demonstration, we're going to show you how to import events. It begins with your import template that is provided on your instructional or installation package when you receive Clinical Advantage. And you'll see here these header row at the top that is indicated in gray needs to remain the same. Don't make any changes, any corrections, any additions. It needs to remain exactly as it is so that Clinical Advantage knows where to put this data. We begin with the semester or term. That's the term in which this event or activity is going to occur. The week of the semester. The course for which this event or activity is going to be used. We leave the student and faculty names blank because that will be added later. The type of instruction, and here's where it gets a little tricky. These are the different calendars that this event or activity will show up on. If you want it to show up on any of these specific calendars, either the primary scheduling calendar, the student calendar, or the faculty calendar, put the word true. If you don't want it to show up, leave it blank. That way, you can change that later once we get into the actual event or activity. But for importing, if you just want it to show up on all of these, go ahead and put the word true. And then now we put the clinical or lab date, and you put it in the typical date format. We leave day of the week blank because it will automatically do that in Clinical Advantage. It'll tell you what day is that day of the week is. We put our start time and end time for our activity or event, the subject that will be covered, the room in which this activity or event is going to be held, and the location, either the clinical facility or your lab. Once we do that, we click Save, and you can put up to 100 in here to import at a time, 100 different dates and activities. So this will come in handy because you can also say you had a bunch of activities and events from spring of 21. And you're going to have those same activities and events in fall of 21. All you need to do is change the date. So you'll be able to export from Clinical Advantage the prior term's activities and events, and then you have this all filled out. You copy and paste that into this template, and then you can just change the dates. If you need to change the course, the start time and end time, you can do that. But it gives you a good groundwork to start from for additional semesters. So I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to close it. I'm going to click Import Events, Student and Faculty. I'm going to browse, and I'm going to find my Events Import template. I'm going to click Open. What I want to do is append a copy of the records to the table master schedule. Click OK. It pulls up all of the information that it found for me in the Excel template and tells me where it's going to put it. It looks good. It looks like it's putting everything in the correct place. So I'm going to click Next and then Finish, then Close. Now I want to open my calendar for my main primary calendar. Look at the month of September, and you see I have all my events brought in. Those events will also show up in the student calendar. You see they're not going to be filled in here until we assign a student to this activity. But it's there, it's just hiding. You click on the date, it'll bring up, and you can begin assigning your students to it. Click Save, click Close. We do refresh, go back to September, and you see it as there because I've now assigned it to a student to that activity. You do the same thing with the faculty calendar, but that's how easy it is to import activities events into Clinical Advantage. If you need additional help, please contact us at info@hpes-llc.com. Thank you.